Hi everyone, and welcome to a quick look at my new Nikon gear. Basically, the other day I went back to Nikon. I always said, if you remember last year when I owned the Nikon D750, I did say that I wouldn't mind another one, but until they sorted the flare issue out and stuff like that, I wasn't going to get one. Anyway, I got a bit bored of my 6D, and when the 80D came out, it was a letdown on the features that it offered. So I decided to go back, now they've fixed the issue with the Nikon D750, and buy the Nikon D750. I'll just knock that down one little stop. I am recording on the Panasonic GH4 in 4K. I will probably publish it in 1080p though. And I will say that I'm really happy with the Nikon D750. I always was. I was just upset when it first came out that it had the flare issue. So I bought this yesterday. I got it as a kit deal. I bought the Nikon D750 with a 24-120 f4 lens. I've sort of bought this kit to replace my Canon 6D with the Canon 70-200 f2.8 Mark II lens, which was a gorgeous lens, but it was just a real lug to carry about at a wedding on your own. So I'm hoping to use the 24-120 on the D750 at f4. Yes, it's a stop slower and you can't zoom quite in as much, but it's got fantastic ISO performance, and it's got vibration reduction on as well, which my 24-70 f2.8 L lens didn't have on. So I had to use a faster shutter speed to compensate for that. So yeah, I also bought my famous macro lens, my 105 Sigma. I bought that this morning, should I say, in the Nikon version. I obviously traded my Canon version in, and I also bought, which you can't really tell, but I've got the Sigma 50mm f1.4 art lens. Now, the reason why I bought that lens is because I really wanted a dog's nuts low light lens, and something that was tack sharp at f1.4, f1.6, and that is the best lens that you can buy for the money. I've not reviewed it yet, but obviously I've only had it a couple of days, so I will review it very shortly. I won't really review the Nikon camera again. I might do a few videos, but I sort of did review it last year. Yes, we'll have a look at the kit lens. If for any reason the kit lens, it's not just an average kit lens, isn't this? It's something like £700 to buy, so it's not, I think it's an equivalent to an L24-105 Canon L lens or something like that, which is good enough quality for me. And if it can stay on the camera 90% of the time, it means that I don't have to sit around swapping lenses. I know that sounds harsh, but the more you do weddings and the more you realise that things are just happening in front of you really, really fast, and you have to deal with it. And you're not in the studio where you can take 10 minutes and try another lens and try a different depth of field. It's just 1,000 miles an hour, go, and that's it. That's how it works. So, yeah, I've got the f4 kit lens, got the 50mm 1.4 art. The reason what made me get that art lens, you can't see it obviously now, but I'm recording with a GH4 with a Metabone speed adapter, which I'm going to review shortly, the XL64 version, and I've got a Sigma for that on as well, an 18-35 f1.8 lens, which is stunning. I mean, that Metabones, I know it sounds silly now because I've sold all my Canon lenses. The only one I've actually got now is the one that's on the GH4, which I don't 100% know if I'm going to sell that yet, because I like the Metabones because it gives you another stop and a third of light. Sorry that if my microphone picks up those fans on that light, but it should be okay. I'll just stand a bit further away because I don't need stand. So yeah, so for now, that's what we're recording on. I use a GH7 as a second camera, and my mate Dave, he uses the pretty much same system as me. We are going to get the GH5 shortly, so we'll be reviewing them when it comes out, but as for now, they're not out. But yeah, look forward to bringing you some Nikon videos. I can tell you, I'm really happy with it. It feels fantastic in my hand. It feels a lot better than a 6D. The focus system's a lot better. I like the exposure that you get out of the camera. It just seems to give you a more constant exposure, which I said in my previous videos. And obviously we'll review the lenses soon as I've really better give them a bashing. But I have had a go with the art lens this morning. It does feel an outstanding camera to use with the art lens and the 50mm. It is really heavy. That's a negative to that lens, but it isn't in. It just feels nice on the d750. It feels like a good quality piece of kit. As does the Sigma art lens when it's on with the Metabones on the GH4. That really feels nice. But anyway, I thought I'd just give you an update as I haven't done a video for a while, and hopefully now it's winter, we'll have a few videos coming up.